Hello guys, welcome back to my kitchen. If this is your first time here, you are welcome. Today we're making asaro. Even though I have a couple of asaro recipes on my channel, this is a different one. You guys, I make really scrumptious, delicious, spoon-licking yam pottage, and I really wanted to share this recipe with you guys because what's the purpose of having an awesome recipe and not sharing? If you're interested in seeing how I make this really easy, keep watching. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. Let's get into this recipe. For ingredients, I have uziza vegetable. If you know, this is one of my favorite vegetables to use. I will also be using some ugu vegetable. Then we have the star of the show, which is the yam. It's been cut and washed and it's in cubes. This is the perfect size for making yam pottage. I have some king prawns and I also have smoked mackerel that was deboned. It's basically leftover that I found in the fridge. I also have some dried prawns. I love using these for some of my recipes. They are so flavorful and delicious. I have some turkey. This turkey we will use in the sauce. So I'm making a sauce separate from the yam pottage and I will tell you all about it later. I have some onions that has been chopped. I also have tomato puree. It is really good for this recipe. If you have it, please use it. I have some crayfish powder as well. I really like crayfish. I'll be using it for the sauce. And I also have some vegetable oil. I use a mixture of vegetable oil and palm oil. I like palm oil because of the color it brings, and then vegetable oil just because I like it. I also have some smoked kpanla fish. I love the flavor of smoked kpanla fish, and then I have some chopped peppers that I'll be using with this recipe, and this is basically all I'm using today. I have seasoning, salt and all that, and I'll be showing you how I use them later. In a pan, I'm going to add some palm oil and I'll just allow it to heat up, and then I'll add some vegetable oil. Once the oil is hot, I'm going to add my onion. I like to add a lot of onion to my yam pottage because I feel like the flavor and the taste of onion makes a difference. And I'm going to allow that onion to fry properly before I add anything else. To build maximum flavor, I'm going to add those big dried prawns at this stage. It's going to really fry and be fragrant. Then I'm going to add the smoked kpanla as well. If you know me, I like to take this step because it makes a difference in the overall taste of the dish. I've also added some crayfish and I'll just allow all of them to fry together. This pepper that is very scented, they call it habanero in Nigeria. It is so scented, and when you put it at this point, it just, I don't know, it just makes everywhere smell so good. I like to add it at this point as well. And now that everything is fried, we're going to, take it to the next level. I'm going to add my tomato puree. If you don't have tomato puree, you can have a blend of tatashe. That's what I like to have, but I'm using tomato puree today because it makes it easier. Make sure you cook that tomato puree properly. For me, it takes between 5 to 7 minutes, and this depends on the type of tomato puree I'm using. This one I'm using is really good. So once it has fried and I can perceive that, flavor of cooked tomato puree, I add the yams. After adding the yams, I add some water. if you have, let's say, chicken stock, beef stock, any stock, this is the perfect time to add it instead of water. But I didn't have any of that, but this meal was still delicious because remember, we have the flavor from the fish, the crayfish, and all of that going on here. So you don't need the stock, but if you don't have any of that, you can use the stock. Okay. Once I'm done stirring, I cover the pot and I allow it to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. That's until the yam is soft. Once I see that the yam is soft, I take out the cover and then I mix it and I mash it while I mix it. Some people like their yam pottage like this, like without mixing. I'm not about that life. I like really mashed yam pottage, and I like to see like bits and chunks of the yam, but I really like the thickened mashed part of the yam pottage. Yam pottage is a meal we have at least once a week in the house, especially when yam is in season, because it is so easy to make. The kids love it, like the whole family loves it, so why not? These are the kind of meals that make it to my food timetable because I'm always looking for delicious meals that are very, very easy to make and that the whole family loves. That's very important, especially when you're making a food timetable, because imagine you put all these recipes or all these meals, but your family does not like it. So what's the point? So make sure when you're creating a food timetable, if you have one, make sure to put consideration to what everybody is going to like. If you want to see my own food timetable, I'm going to link it in the description box. It gives you ideas of meals that you can make for your family on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, what you can cook for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just gives you ideas basically. So you can download it in the description box below. And if you want actual like recipes, interesting recipes, make sure you get a copy of my cookbook, because if you don't have it now, you are missing out on a lot of delicious food. They are both digital, so you can download them in the description box. Now I've just added a bit of water to loosen the texture of the yam pottage. This is how I like it. So at this point, after like mixing it and mashing it to my satisfaction, I'm going to cover the pot and then allow it to cook some more so that everything becomes like creamy. Do you get? You need the sauce to be a bit creamy and yummy and for everything to be uniform. I'll show you what it looks like in a few seconds. When you open the pot, this is what it looks like, you guys. So delicious. You can have it like this, or you can add vegetables, which I'm going to do in a few minutes. You can add uziza and ugu, or you can take it another level by adding mixed veg. That's like red bell peppers, green bell peppers. You can do anything you want with your yam pottage at this stage. It's up to you. For today, I'm going to use just sliced uziza. I didn't want the vegetables to overpower the yam pottage, which is why I'm doing that. I just wanted the flavor from the uziza to be in the yam pottage. You can use ugu on its own, or you can use them both at the same time, depends on what you're going for. I hope you guys try this recipe. Please, if you do, tag me on social media. I will be uploading the sauce that I served on the side with this yam pottage, so if you want to see it, please stay tuned. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, click the like button. It lets me know that you want more recipes like this from me, and I'll see you in my next video.